What I eat on holiday is a dietitian who believes that how we feel about food is just as important as what we eat. So this was our last full day in Shanghai. We're day 4 now, and breakfast was just a bit of a convenience store clear out. I had my favorite yogurt, some coconut water, some Chinese bayberries, and of course some individually wrapped prunes. And then we were off in search of coffee. And my favorite thing to do in China was just to sit on the street drinking your coffee, watching the world go by. After that, my partner wanted to take me to the university he attended while he lived in Shanghai. So we ended up in a suburb just outside of the city centre and just went into this random little restaurant for lunch. And I could not believe this is probably one of my favorite meals in Shanghai. I got this soup of wontons, and can you just look at how juicy and amazing that looked? It was an enormous bowl, and I managed to get through, I would say, 3/4 of it. Then we kept walking, made some furry friends. I stopped in the convenience store to get a little milk black tea, went for a run, and then so started our last evening in Shanghai. Stopped by a bar opposite our hotel and grabbed this little yuzu inspired cocktail. By this point, I was a bit over hungry, so I could not decide what I want for dinner. So honestly, we walked and walked and walked, and I gave up and I just went into this convenience store and grabbed this little pastry with meat inside. It was so delicious, hit the spot, and then somehow the Jianbing place was still open. So my partner went in there and grabbed another Jianbing, and I definitely had a few bites. And then we randomly stopped into a matcha place because I hadn't had one yet since I'd been in Shanghai. So I grabbed this guava infused matcha, and he grabbed an ice cream. And then we just wandered some more, popped into the supermarket to have a browse. My last chance to see what they had on the shelves. And then after that point, we ended up going back to the French concession near our hotel and just went to the Italian restaurant that we'd been to a couple of times before, had this cheese and cured meats platter, and then wandered back to our hotel for our final night in Shanghai. Now, join me tomorrow because we will be heading off to London.